Hello, everybody, and welcome to ITTN's Coffee Break series. I'm joined today by the wonderful and known stranger to the market, Scott Harman from H10 Hotels. Welcome to some sunny Ireland.
Welcome, Sharon, and thank you very much for having me. And I can't believe we're doing this outside. I mean, it's spectacular. It is absolutely spectacular. It's a pleasure to be back here. You know what I mean? Over the last couple of years, I've done the hard miles, I think, now in Ireland, and I've built up those reputations and relationships here, and you know, it's absolutely fantastic to be back. I have to say, I have a soft spot in my heart now for Ireland. I really do.
Well, we do love to hear that.
I haven't found a relative that can get me an Irish passport yet, but I have a soft spot for Ireland.
Well, we do love to hear that. I can't help you with a passport, but we can always put the little word out there for you. You never know.
Thank you very much.
When you're in Ireland.
Thank you.
So, Scott, it's been a while since we spoke. So bring us right back to January, if you don't mind. Tell us how the year has been panning out for you now that we're just coming into the end of May.
Yeah, no, you know what I mean? 2025 ended really, really positive. You know, for no other reason that we opened our 69th and our 70th hotel. So the 69th hotel that we opened was, we acquired the one monumental palace in Oporto, which was H10 Hotel's first leading hotel of the world. And then in December, we opened Ocean Allure in Costa Mujeres in Mexico. So the end of the year was really, really positive to have 70 hotels. January started really, really well. You mean, and sadly it was helped slightly by the conflict that's going over in the Middle East. So we naturally saw bookings grow really, really quickly throughout all of our areas, I suppose, throughout Spain, mainland Spain, the Canaries, and even long haul, which we know in the Irish market has helped with the new Aer Lingus flight going over to Mexico. However, now it's becoming a bit more hard work. And that's just simply, I think, because confidence perhaps has dipped a little bit. And now we have to try and get that confidence back in the market for that last minute destination, I suppose, realistically, this summer.
So you've basically given us a breakdown of what's new for 2026. So the most important thing that I've heard is that you've taken on a new role with the business. Can you give us a little bit more information on that?
Yeah, most definitely. You know, no one is more surprised than me when I say this. So in February this year, I was asked to take on a new role. So I've now become head of sales and promotions for the whole of Europe. And I have to say, it's exciting to learn the Irish market, but now to learn different markets throughout Europe. And yes, I suppose I will spend more time in Poland and in Germany and in Belgium, and than I would do perhaps in Dundalk or in Cork or in Limerick. However, in that time, Simon McDermott has now joined us from Palladium Hotels, so he will be sales and promotions manager for the UK, but I'm just not ready to give up Ireland just yet. So I will still continue to look after Ireland at the moment and be the main point of contact for the travel trade and the travel agents here in Ireland. I've put too much work in it over the last few years to give it up that easy. So and someone's got to make me a good cup of tea somewhere when I do a visit. So I'm not ready to give that up just yet.
Well done, Scott. I think you're saying all the right things for everybody.
Well, I hope they bear it in mind.
So in general, what do you feel you'd like to see happen within the trade this year and towards the end of 2026?
I would love to see a little bit more collaboration. You know, I mean, it's difficult for all of us, I think, out there. And I think, just to continue things like we're doing here today, to continue getting that message out there, how we can work hard together, what we can promote, how in some areas we can work together to help areas that perhaps are struggling. It's not all about trying to take that market share. I think that's the wrong attitude, really. I think it's more about working in a collaborative way, seeing how we can work together so we can all benefit from the adversity that is in the industry at the moment. You know what I mean? I think agents need to get out and participate in the events. They need to learn more, because lots of things have changed in the hotels, in the way we set up at H10 Hotels. What markets are becoming more popular? What markets are becoming more challenging? So I think it would be definitely closer to work together. Get out there. I'll be coming back over a couple more times. I'm determined to try and win my third ITTN award for leading hotel. I'm determined to try and win that in November.
A hat trick.
So it's a hat trick.
Yeah.
I believe I get some recognition. I get a hat trick, but I will try and win that. But I would love to see a little bit more of a collaborative way. You know what I mean? I think that's what's really important in the industry at the moment, is working together to learn new routes, to learn where agents need our help as well. What areas do they need to that push in? It's not all about Lanzarote or Solo. It's about seeing what else we can work together.
Okay, so we've talked about partnerships there for a second, and we're both in agreement that that's super important. But would you is there anything that you are doing as H10 that's making stuff a little bit easier for agents, or rewarding them, or speaking to them in order to get those bookings across the line?
Yeah, most definitely. You know, what I mean, like 2 years ago, we launched H10 Pro and we updated H10 Pro. And that's been a great success here in Ireland. You mean the Irish agents, they're so more familiar with dynamically using regional airports, flying routes, and we've seen that support come through with the figures. You know what I mean? The Irish market has gone from 2.5% now to nearly 3.5% of our business, which is a really good improvement considering lots of markets throughout Europe are slowly decreasing. And also in January this year, we launched our new H10 rewards. So Club H10 was always for the consumer, for them to book and earn rewards and to grow. And we launched H10 rewards, which gives the consumer more choice, more tier structuring, so they get more benefits when bookings. They can grow their points, they can get different opportunities. Now agents may think, that's about taking the business away from the agent. Not at all. It's about enhancing a customer's experience for us at H10 Hotels. You know what I mean? Agents know a loyal H10 customer will still come back and book through the agency. That doesn't change. What's important is that they enhance their experience whilst they're with us. And H10 and agents can also become H10 reward members. So they can also benefit from that when they come on holiday or throughout their own agent rate rewards program. They can benefit through that as well.
Thank you so much for joining us here today, Scott. It's great to have you with us, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon, and hopefully not as long as it's been since the last time you were here.
Thanks for having me, Sharon. Take care.